but love to work this tech. It's revenge of the Kool Nerd.
All right, we back. SMX Predictions, Kool Nerds podcast. I am Kev, the Kool Nerd. It's my guy, Rio, from the Six.
Yes, sir.
So here we are, matchup number 2, and we got B Dot versus T Top. So I'll go ahead and kick it off and say that in the year of 2020, the COVID era of battle rap, you'll be hard pressed to find a nigga that's on a run better than B Dot. Thus far this year, to me, Rooftop Dot, that he's in the running. He's definitely in my top 3 for champion of the year. He's got battle of the year for sure. I haven't seen a battle eclipse him and Saga yet, in my opinion, in 2020. He's got battle of the year. Fire 2-on-2, him and Geechee versus Loso and A-Ward. That battle was fire too. And then, you know what I'm saying, he got Nitty out of here. I think that's Nitty's only loss. I know how you feel about the app stats. It doesn't, you know what I mean? I know we'll talk more about that another day, but Nitty's only loss on the app is to B Dot. I say all of that to say he deserves to be on Summer Madness. I'm just not sure this is the right opponent for him to be on Summer Madness. And, you know, depending on what we get from B Dot, you know what I'm saying? Like, T-Top could fuck up this champion of the year run for B Dot. It's possible.
Indeed.
It's possible for T-Top to do that. Like, any man, in my opinion, that can stand up to, and I mean, and T-Top's battled a few times this year too, not just quarantine shits. He's got battles on record in 2020, most notably Genesis, and most notably, you could argue, he stood up to what he's in the top 3 most disrespectful rounds this year. The top 3 most disrespectful rounds of the year, I'll just run them down real quick. This doesn't have to be a whole sidebar. We can talk about it later, but top 3 most disrespectful rounds, I think people will probably say Ryder versus Mike P second. Ryder second in that battle. Okay. Then it would be Arsenal's first versus T-Top.
Boy, man.
And then Mike P's second versus Danny. Those are the 3 most disrespectful rounds.
Very factual.
Okay. The difference is this. I don't care how the judges scored it in the moment. You look back at the app, and most people will tell you, Ryder beat Mike P.
Facts.
The app and most people will tell you, Mike P beat Danny.
Facts.
But T-Top beat Arsenal.
He survived.
He survived.
This is the most disrespectful round I've ever seen in my life. He survived. Not only did he survive, he kicked Arsenal's ass that second and third round.
Whooped his ass.
He took fight back. It was fight back on steroids. He took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, man.
He took the blow and then became the aggressor. Yeah, that alone deserves so many kudos because he could have folded. He could have gotten his feelings.
Yep.
And he stayed professional. He already knew it was coming.
Yep.
He wrote and prepared like it was coming.
Yep.
And Arsenal served it up to him, and he knocked it right out the park. That second and third round.
Man, me and you've talked about this before. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta feel like it's kind of like, okay, I was at Genesis. So for those of y'all that watched the battle back on the app or didn't catch the caffeine stream because it was slippy blippy, I was there. And I was close enough to the front row to see that fucking video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so the thing about it is like you said, like T-Top is Teflon. To me, after that, he's Teflon. And me and you have discussed about how battle rappers can bait people. And I you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Top was tipped off, or you know what I'm saying? Obviously he knew, you know, that it was probably circulating around within the culture or what have you. But to specifically prepare your second, let this man get his shit off. And then, like you said, let me disarm what you said and then become the aggressor. You know what I mean? Like, that's tactful. I mean, it's tactical. I don't know what else to say about it. He's Teflon. So we think about that, right? And then you think about a guy like B Dot. He's gonna come with rapid fire bars, like rapping. You know what I mean? And Top is gonna come with, you know, dope boy stories. You know what I'm saying? Dope tales and I don't know, you know, and sharp angles, but what's the angle that he can take against B Dot that you over here now with us on URL because KOTD did you wrong? We don't know if that's a fact or not, but whatever. You know what I mean? What's the angle gonna be? And so I'll say this, as Teflon as he is, if we get a rooftop dot or a small room dot, you know what I'm saying, the dot we've been seeing all year, T-Top has a superpower that's not going to be present for him in the battle. To me, his call and response round. You know what I'm saying? Top is good for his call and response third rounds. You know what I'm saying? With Rum Nitty, it was self checkout. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, no.
You know, you can't do that. You know, so although T-Top has had a good, T-Top is dope. I think he's both of them are superior rappers, but nobody will, you know, discount you and tell you T-Top is a notch above B Dot. People will say that in terms of ranking in the culture. You know what I'm saying? He has the ability to stop the champion of the year run, but I'm trying to make an early prediction and say B Dot, you know, he definitely is going to end in the top 3 champion of the year. I'll just, you know, if this battle goes the way I think it's going to go because of the setup, I think that puts B Dot ahead. I got B Dot 2-1. Beating T-Top 2-1. I wanted to try and pick rounds based on B Dot's last 2 battles, which would be Saga and Rum Nitty. I'm gonna give Dot the first and third. I think T-Top is skilled enough to win the second. Nice. Coin flip. Right. Based on a coin flip, let's just say B Dot goes first. No, you know, either way, I'm going first and third B Dot. I think T-Top can probably steal the second, but based on his run now and the circumstances of this battle, I'm going B Dot 2-1. Nice.
So this is definitely a style clash. It's definitely a preference battle.
Yeah.
It's definitely a battle I didn't want to see, didn't see it coming, and could care less. Am I gonna watch? Yeah, I'm gonna watch because I'm a fan of the culture. But I don't feel like, B Dot. I don't know if he's selling a fight or if he really feels this way that he wants this battle. I'm like, why would you want that battle?
Right.
And so, like you were saying on the Caffeine app, on the URL live, he was saying that he's a better angler. That's not what nobody knows you for being an angler. Like you're very witty, you have great wordplay, you're very clever, you're a pen.
Mm-hmm.
People respect your pen. They call you Baby Lux.
They do.
It's not about Lux's angles. That nobody was saying you're Baby Lux because of the angle. No, that's not the case.
Right.
If he goes in there and try to out angle T-Top, he's going to get smoked.
Yeah.
He's just going. That's not going to go well for him.
Right.
And then you could probably see all the comments in Caffeine like, what is he doing? Don't do that. Don't play yourself.
Exactly.
And that's any battler. Yeah, I sometimes believe that rappers can, over strategize.
That's a fact.
And set themselves up for a big time L.
Yep.
So be yourself. It's okay to maybe take what they do and flip it and try to make it better, but don't do it for a whole 3 rounds. You will look like a fool.
Yeah.
Look like a fool. The moment you start doing that, it's not going to work out for you.
Exactly.
Now there's been some cases where if another rapper was battling Twerk and they did a strap their own strapped in.
Mm-hmm.
If it was fire, it might land. If Twerk did a strapped in and then the opponent did a strapped in and it was better than his strapped in, you might win a round. But if you did it 3 straight rounds, it's corny. Like where are you? Who are you? We want to know you.
We want to see you. Right.
Yeah. So hopefully B Dot goes in there and is trying to be B Dot. I want to say that first and foremost because I think he has a legitimate chance if he goes in and just beats himself.
So yeah, we want to see Rooftop Dot.
Yeah. With that said, T-Top is a veteran, and T-Top does not. It's hard to make him fight ugly. It's hard to. It's hard. He's not. It's not somebody you're just going to walk through. You just can't say you beat on T-Top. Like I think Ill Will beat him. The Fat Funky Terrell. With the crowd participation, that was great. I felt like when he battled Goods, he was overmatched because. For one, we hadn't seen Goods in like 3 years prior to that, I want to say. And then I don't think he prepared. I don't think he knew what he was stepping into.
Right.
It was.
Because that was Gnome 5, right?
Yeah, I scored that a 30 for Goods. Some people say 2-1. I just didn't see I don't know what round people gave T-Top.
Right. No, it don't matter. Goods is undefeated.
Yeah, Goods was that was real tough. It's hard to take somebody coming back even with the Nitty Surf battle.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Nitty won, but when you watch the battle, like you feel the energy.
Surf was on his shit, but
yeah, you feel the energy. Like in the building, it looks like Surf won. And
you can't win when you jersey a whole round. He jerseyed
did. He jerseyed the whole third, and it felt like he had won the first 2. And when I watched it live, I felt like he won the first 2. Like I was a prisoner of the moment. Like, oh shit, bro. I was like, well, he was already up 2-0 if he jerseyed out of the third. Like, I was still disappointed that he didn't rap though.
Right.
But watching that playback, I'm like, nah, Nitty came to work.
Yeah.
Nitty came to work.
Nitty don't have a whole lot of losses himself either. So that's the, you know what I mean?
Right. But I feel like Nitty's losses are due to being performed on.
Correct.
Because Nitty's now starting to perform a lot better.
Yeah.
His performance has come a long way.
I like and we'll definitely get to him, but one of the thing, like you said, you can see the performance coming in, and in Nitty's battle against drugs was like, what he do? What's my favorite shit? He said, he was talking about the drugs and Moon fight.
Yeah.
And he said, why you fighting like that, Roy? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then he went into we see that your arm's strong, but you ain't really land on the moon. Like,
yeah, that was
fire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we'll get to Nitty later. You know what I'm saying?
So just based off that, like T-Top's a vet, and T-Top has already, he's been in small rooms, he's been on the big stage.
Yeah.
There's not much that T-Top hasn't done. He stood in the face of adversity. That Arsenal round, you couldn't stand in anything worse than that. And
other niggas would be fighting. If that was Mav Hoffa, he'd have punched your arse right in the face.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say he's Teflon because I done seen him cook, but he's still gonna fight though. And I just don't know if B-Dot is ready for that yet. Because and then one of my personal favorites, my only favorite when it comes to the quarantine battles, is when T-Top killed Tay-Rock. He destroyed it. Oh, that was bad. It was bad, it was ugly, and I loved every moment of it. But
you're right.
I'm gonna take T-Top 2-1, maybe a 30 ball if B-Dot comes in there with some angle shit. I'm just gonna be all the way honest with you. If he does that, he's a goner. So I'm saying T-Top 2-0, maybe 3 or 2-1, 30 ball. Mm-hmm. If B-Dot comes in there playing, and the only round I'm gonna give B-Dot would be the third.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I just don't. I think he's gonna. He might rap, but I don't know. It's Summer Madness. It's caffeine. Will B-Dot choke? B-Dot
coined this term on not Ultimate Madness, on URL Primetime, and he said Top ain't put in no work in the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
The pandemic. You gotta come see it. So
and B-Dot ain't never seen his face on a billboard. So that's a different type of nervousness. I hope he remembers his material.
According to him, he still hasn't. Top got a billboard. B-Dot doesn't.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's what B-Dot said. I don't know. We all saw Top's. We saw Top's billboard. B-Dot said he don't have one. But B-Dot threw that back in Top's face and was like, nigga, you know how much billboards cost in LA? Ain't nothing for you to get a billboard in your town.
Wow. In Carolina.
Right. Neither here nor there. So that's the score. That's the Kool Nerd score. Kev the Kool Nerd. I got B-Dot 2-1. First and third. My boy Rio from the 614, he got Top 2-1, possibly 30 if B-Dot don't come correct. So that's where we at. That's what we got. Summer Madness, SMX, B-Dot versus T-Top. That's our predictions. You know what I'm saying? And
will these age well?
Will these age well? That's the theme of the prediction. Oh. But hey, listen, y'all can let us know. Like and subscribe. Put the comments down there. You know what I'm saying? It takes nothing. It's effortless. Just bang.
Nothing. And we appreciate it.
Please and thank you.
Thank you.
Because we have manners.
Yes.
But with that being said, we gone.